So I was dreaming during many, many years to have a Japanese OEM in this forum. In France, we are producing cars by millions, and there is one car maker that decided to be installed in France, in Valenciennes. This car maker is called Toyota. Toyota was, if I remember well, some years ago, number one in the world, producing more than 10 million cars, and now is more. So in the triumvirate of what are the best volume makers in the world, if you can have Toyota, I think it's not too bad, especially because Toyota is in France. Alors, I have a big chance this year. I invite a lady that accepts to come. This lady spent all his career in Toyota, starting in 1992. She is graduate from economics, La Sorbonne University in Paris, and she has been involved in the creation of the plant of Valenciennes, in the creation of the design center of Toyota that nobody knows exactly, but is doing design for cars in Sophia Antipolis. So everything I would like to say on the ground of France for the installation of Toyota has been supported and prepared by Madame Sophie Glémet. And Madame Sophie Glémet accepts to come. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you very much. So, of course, we accepted to come. So, we were more than, and you insisted to have us as well. So it was a pleasure. So my name is Sophie Glémet. I'm working at the branch office of Toyota Motor Europe in Paris, and been involved in more industrial affairs than in technology, even if I was there to launch and help my colleagues from R&D to launch the hybrid car Prius at that time. So it's quite a bit difficult to come after Peugeot and Renault, but please be indulgent. So I will show what is, and that was your request, to understand more on our electrification roadmap. So I will try in a few slides to explain, and I will have a small movie just to give you a small of this Japanese spirit, and to show you what we will exhibit by next year during the Olympics and Paralympics Games in Tokyo. Thank you. So of course this is a marketing presentation, but everything that you saw in this movie will be exhibited in Tokyo. That's the challenge. And this will drive us until Paris 2024, because we'll be partner until these targets, including Beijing 2022 Winter Games. So Toyota, in a few words, we are producing more than 10 million cars. There's an important word missing, which is hybrid worldwide sales. Cumulative sales are more than 13 million since the launch of Prius. And our budget dedicated to R&D is always the same. All over these years, it's more than 8 billion euros per year. Yes, just a few words in Europe. We have 9 plants, and 3 of them are involved in producing some hybrid cars. So Yaris Onin, as you said, Onin Valenciennes, of course, and it was a real challenge to equip this small segment car with the hybrid technology. We have Burnaston in the UK producing Corolla. Now hybrid, the range is totally hybrid now in France, and the CHR in Turkey. In France, we're about 9,000 people. Half of them are coming from the dealer network, so really involved in the promotion of hybrid technology. That was a challenge also. So you will have then a local dealer who is involved in hybrid. He said yesterday that his mix was about 70-75% of his sales were with hybrid cars. In France, we have a design center, as I said, a European design center located in Sophia Antipolis, and 2 hubs, parts and cars, located in Le Pouzin in Ardèche and in Valenciennes also. So we are a small car maker in France, because as you see, we have more than 4% market share, which is quite small. But we want to be on this special market, because France, for Japanese industry, is at the heart of the car industry. So I will define what is a hybrid electric vehicle to Toyota, what is full hybrid, and electrified roadmap. Of course, you know these challenges that drives all our strategy. We've been asked, as you know, to respect this 2 degrees scenario. So we have to propose concrete solution. Targets are getting stringent and stringent for all car makers. As you will see, the next steps will be very difficult. So that's why we started years ago, and that's why Toyota wanted to have this car for the 21st century, being able to cope with all these environmental challenges. So we have what we call the Toyota Environmental Challenge by 2050, like all the Japanese companies in general. We have long-term strategies, but like Renault and Peugeot, of course. So the first challenge is to reduce the CO2 emissions of our car by 90% by 2050, based on 2010. Then, of course, zero emissions in the life cycle of our cars, in our plants. We have to minimize and optimize the water usage. We have to establish a recycling-based society, and I know there is some colleagues from SNAM in the room. So, and we have to establish a future society in harmony with nature. That's very Japanese, but that's really important for us. It's at the heart of everything that we are doing. So this is our electrified roadmap. As you see, so we have the launch of Prius in '97 in Japan, in 2000 in Europe and in the US, and the launch of fuel cell electric cars in 2014 in Japan and in Europe. And you will see we have decided to advance by 5 years our electrified vehicles. Our target is to put on the market 5.5 million electrified vehicles by 2025. This includes, of course, full hybrid vehicles, plug-ins, but also zero-emission cars, which means fuel cell cars and battery electric vehicle cars. So you would say, but Toyota said we never go to battery electric cars. We said that taking into account, I'm not an engineer, sorry, so I repeat what my colleagues engineers are saying, that we need a real advanced change in order to be able to provide in mass production, or to produce in mass battery electric cars. That's why these electric cars that will arrive, because customers want these kind of cars, cities are mandating car makers to produce these kind of cars, will arrive, and they will be part of half of our production, as you will see. And then we start by 2020 with about 10 models, mainly for China. And then we will see what would be the reaction in other markets. So the idea is to arrive in 2050 with zero-emission car, if we can, but we will have still a large part of our sales dedicated to full hybrid and plug-in. Future is not only battery electric vehicles, that's what we want to say. To do that, we have this kind of matrix for years explaining to reach this ideal car, we need this hybrid technology to improve still the gasoline, diesel motorization and engines, gaseous fuels, biofuels, synthetic fuels, electricity and hydrogen. You know, of course, this core technology, very simplified. We have this power control unit, motor and battery at the base of all our development. We insist on this full hybrid technology that is the only way to achieve this mass production, more environmental cars. Voilà. So we see the cumulative hybrid electric sales of Toyota cars and the reduction of CO2 emissions. Because hybrid is not good only for CO2 emissions, of course, but on NOx. And that's where the car and the technology is maybe the most impressive. As I said, and as you said before me, new cities regulation are arriving and increasing with new responsibilities in terms of environment. The mayor of the city of Paris, for example, said that she is directly responsible in case of claim from customers. So I understood, but very lately, that the regulation does not come only from the country, but from cities as well. We know that our hybrid cars will complete and will respond to the very tough NOx emission targets by the Euro 6. To give you an example, on a hybrid we're about 5 to 6 milligrams per kilometers on NOx, which is tenths under the limit of Euro 6 on diesel. this is our range and our idea to go to battery electric vehicle for personal mobility. We will start with that. We had this experimentation in Grenoble with Transdev as well, and Citélib testing about 70 electric cars, the three-wheel cars, just to understand what would be the utilization of the customer. So we are now getting to develop, we will develop some compact electric cars, I will show you, but our main and core technology is hybrid, as you can see. As far as you need distance and weight, or when you need vehicles to move people or things or goods, hydrogen technology will be to us the best way to commute. So we are working on hydrogen buses in Japan based on our Mirai technology, with our tanks and stack. When we've sold the stack to a European car maker in charge of buses in Europe, Caetano, it's a long partnership we have with them, and we will develop these buses in Europe, but only with our stack, not with our buses. So hydrogen, we have developed our stack and our tanks, which were very important and quite costly. We know that we will be able to reduce these costs with a high percentage. That's really what is really interesting. So we are now promoting the Society of Hydrogen, which is a long story, because of course we are doing cars or vehicles, but we need the energy providers, and we need the suppliers to work all together. So our main zero vehicles will be, as you see, working area or ultra compact cars for fleets or for private customers, with at the center our e-palette that has been created in Sophia Antipolis as well at ED Square. FCEVs, of course, with cars, and the new Mirai that will arrive by 2020. Trucks, buses, and compact and mid-size cars for our hybrid and maybe plug-in as well. So to show that, because now Prius is compared to a basic car, a classic car, petrol car, we need to explain again that this is not only a petrol car. We've conducted this study with École Polytechnique that showed that about 70% of the time and 50% of the distance, there was no emission. To do that, we installed this diagnostic tool called TechStream that was able to monitor only the electric way of moving the car. This kind of study is conducted in the main countries in Europe, just to explain again that these cars are not only petrol cars. So regarding Mirai, which means future in Japanese, that you will see because Mr. Pardaillet exhibited one, you can test one, I think he said yesterday, you can have test drives. This car is equipped with electric motor, stack, and 2 hydrogen tanks for about 122 liters. The range is about 500 kilometers, of course zero emission, and most of all, you just need 5 minutes to refuel the car, and that's what is still the problem with battery electric cars. So France is going to electric and electromobility, so it was very difficult to launch this kind of car in France. But France had the idea to promote clusters, so which was a very great idea. So in Paris we decided to developed this partnership with Hype and other partners such as Air Liquide to provide taxi cars within this company called ISETCO, because you will have four to five stations located in Paris, Paris City, and the airport. And our objective is to provide 500 Mirai by next year. This is the new Mirai that will be launched by next year. So you were asking for the spec of the cars. So it has been shown in Tokyo Motor Show just this year. We were just announcing the improvement of the capacity, the range capacity, by 30%. So it will be about 600 kilometers. So the idea is to, and that's important to have some targets, to by 2024 to be able to provide some cars, provide some buses, and push this hydrogen society. Because for Japan, it's an important question of being not being linked politically or geographically to this petrol industry, which is very difficult. In Japan, there is no resources, so we really need, and in other markets, we really need to push, in addition to what is existing, this hydrogen society. So as a conclusion, we don't think there is only one technology to be pushed, but there will be a combination of several technologies. With hybrid technology for a car maker, generalist like Toyota, we need to sell car, but we need to cope with environmental regulations, and we need our car to be purchased by customers. That's why we're proposing this roadmap. So thank you very much. That's all for me. Thank you.